All right, everybody. Hey, how you doing? This is Independent Outsider. Um, not feeling it great, but I think these are important to do, especially since I'm not long out of the game. I was a Democrat for since what 1988 or 1986 probably. I registered as a Democrat when I was 18, and I got out in 2017 around May. Um, and I have to admit that I did still vote for one Democrat, and her name was Christine Pellegrino. And these ads, I think they speak a lot to to what these politicians are, and I just want to read. I just want to read the whole thing. Um, so here it is again, very well produced. Um, I don't know. On the back, it shows her talking to somebody. I guess she's in a she's in a deli or something, just talking to some guy. I don't know who it is. I don't know what that really means, but again, I we've talked about it. Um, she's a mother. She's a mother of two daughters, and they have pets. Now, what that means, or why that's important, okay. I mean, so I'm just going to start. Christine Pellegrino for State Assembly, strong for the South Shore. And again, I'm flashing my address. No one needs to dox me. I really don't care. Maybe I should, but so Christine Pellegrino for State Assembly, strong for the South Shore. We don't need Albany bureaucrats telling us what works or what's best for our families. Let me state this right now. Every single politician is a bureaucrat. Every single politician deals with red tape. So I don't know what that means. I can look up the definition of bureaucrat if you like, Christine, but come on. That's why I ran for assembly, because it was about time we had someone giving the South Shore a strong voice and fighting for our fair share. Assemblywoman, she is currently in the assembly, Christine Pellegrino. And yeah, as I said, I voted for her the last time. Yeah, she was up, and she did beat the Republican candidate again. Um, she's making sure Albany hears us. Christine Pellegrino for State Assembly. Christine is an activist mom. Again, she's a mother who lives in West Islip with her two teenage daughters. She was an elementary school teacher for nearly 25 years and saw firsthand how important it is to get our kids to a solid start. Uh, she was a teacher. She was a teacher for 25 years. That's true. She became a fierce leader of the opt out movement across Long Island to ensure local control of our schools, and took that same energy to Albany to fight for our families. I would like to know more about opt out. I don't know that much. I also know that she was a union rep, but she doesn't. I don't know if um, you know, she's deliberately distancing herself from unions. I don't know, or if she just wanted to make sure people knew she was a mother. Education first. As a teacher, I know that every child learns differently, and that the needs of of kids on Long Island are drastically different from those in the city or upstate. I can see that. Uh, a statewide one-size-fits-all approach won't work. Christine has fought to give control back to local school districts and parents so that we can make decisions on how best to teach our students and keep them safe. If, okay, again, I know you can't get crazy with descriptions, but I would love more. in these ads. I really would. And I think as a teacher and a presenter of information, you can be specific and still be concise. Affordable healthcare. Healthcare is a necessity for all, not a luxury for the wealthy few. Christine has also always been a staunch supporter of affordable, accessible healthcare. She believes everyone from newborns to retirees should be able to see a doctor when they need to. No one ever should be forced to choose between picking up a prescription and putting dinner on the table. No one's going to argue that. Again, is she looking for the New York State the bill, the healthcare bill? Is she looking to push forward the federal? Is she looking to push forward both? Okay, protecting our water. We are incredibly lucky to live next to such beautiful waterways and beaches, but it's up to us to keep those clean. I kind of disagree with that they're beautiful. They've pretty much already been tainted. Christine's committed to protecting our health, property values, and the environment for generations to come. In the assembly, she secured funding to determine the viability of a Seagate. Okay, that is a specific thing, and that is a good thing to have, which would better protect the South Shore against devastating superstorms like Hurricane Sandy. I don't really think that a Seagate would have protected the beaches from Hurricane Sandy, but I would have to look more into that. Hurricane Sandy just swept homes away. Yeah, it's a little bit of hubris and bravado to think that I don't know how tall the Seagate would be. Again, I would have to look into it. Real tax relief in an honest government. My apologies. The cost of living on Long Island is way too high and keeping too many families from getting ahead. Okay. Christine will make sure we get our fair share of state education funding to lift the burden off middle class homeowners. She's also working to extend the property tax cap to help keep our property taxes in check. Yeah, again, I'd need more. Christine knows we deserve a government that works just as hard as our families. She doesn't answer to political party bosses and is fighting for tougher penalties for corrupt politicians. I agree. She's fought against corruption. Well, she's been Brian. She's been in. I haven't seen anything just devastating. The problem with Christine is that she is she can say all these great things. Let me turn off the phone because she can say all these great things. She's in a Democratic assembly right now, but most of these things are being blocked by the governor anyway. So she could say that she's fighting, doesn't matter. She does have to get people involved. I will fight alongside her. I just don't. She doesn't mention her pro-Israel stance, which, of course, that's not something she went to Israel. By the way, by behest of the Democrats, she answered to her party bosses and she went to Israel. So, come on. You answer to your party bosses on that. All right. So, she doesn't answer to political party bosses. Sometimes she does. Everyone does. So, again, mother, teacher, fighter for us, la la la. This is the Christine Pellegrino campaign, actually, Evan, which is kind of basically the same thing. But I have to say that Christine knows how to put together an ad compared to Gretchen Leova Shirley, but what I would like are more specifics. And what I would like, I will have to go on her website and see if she is more specific. I will give Christine a little bit of credit. She has spoken to me before. She hasn't just full out ignored me completely. Um, and I haven't seen anything like just other than her, you know, her siding with Schumer and Gillibrand and on Israel. Um, I haven't seen anything domestically that is just ridiculous. I'd have to look into the tax cap. I'd have to look into the seawall. The problem is too that I see nothing. I actually spoke with one of Christine Pellegrino's campaign managers who said that the next day, whenever he called me, she would be in contact with me. Of course, she didn't contact me. I mean, she's busy doing a campaign, but uh, I will. I will be taking a look. I doubt. I doubt very seriously. I don't. I was arguing with myself whether I would even go to the polls to vote for Howie Hawkins for the Green Party. I know Howie's campaign pretty well, and I know I know his stances, and it's the Green Party platform. But again, it's very easy to say something when you know it's not going to pass. Christine knows most of these things aren't going to pass. The seawall might pass, but where are the increased regulation or the increased commitment to cleaning up the groundwater in Suffolk County and Nassau County, Long Island? That that is the kind of stuff. Building a seawall and infrastructure that builds that that creates jobs. Um, Regulating companies and making it illegal to produce uh, a degreaser with trichloroethylene. I'm talking about trichloroethylene, which is what caused the Bethpage plume. And I understand it's in Nassau County. It's not in Suffolk County, but if it's going to affect Suffolk County, it's seeping into Lindenhurst, which is part of Suffolk County. So if you're dedicated towards clean water, like you're saying, Christine, you would be speaking on this. I don't expect you to speak on everything. I don't, but I want to know what you did. I don't care about what you're going to do. You've been in for 4 years, or and I'm sorry, not 4 years, 2 years. 2 years? No, not even that. She's been a year, but I want to know, what progress have you made? I don't care about what's going to happen. What have you done? You've actually been in office. You were the last Democrat that I voted for, Christine. So, you know, what have you done? I don't care about what you did or what you're going to do. I want to know what you've done. So I've let this go for way way long, but means nothing. I want to know specifics, number one, and I also want to know about your record. I don't care about your plans. She did talk about one particular program, which I have to look at the opt out movement. I believe that's about the standardized test, but I'd have to look into it. And she doesn't really talk about her union record. which is which is a strength. Again, why aren't you talking about your union rate? This is only one ad, so I'm not going to give her too much, but come on. I'm glad you have two teenage daughters and your dogs look, your dogs look healthy. But what have you done? What have you done for us? That's what I want to know. I don't care about what you're promising to do. Um, I've taken a look at her votes, and again, there's nothing crazy, but the Green Party will hold my feet to the fire if I don't mention. Yeah, she's on the Democratic side with a pro-Israel stance, and she did answer to her party bosses. I doubt very seriously if she knew the intricacies of what was going on with Israel, but she went to Israel. So and met and had like a pro yay go Israel and blah blah blah. So gotta mention that. Um, but I've gone over time and I need to take a nap and I need to I need to call my job and let them know I'm not coming in because I didn't cue that. But thanks everybody. Exactly. You have to show me your record. You've been in office. You've been in office. Oh, now I got to stay on another couple of minutes. Lisa, missed you. I've been missing your live casts. I haven't seen you, recently. So I will be posting this around. Um, I hope the Green Party has a point. I'm afraid of the co-opting of the Green Party. I agree with that. I also agree that the Green Party has different ideas. You know, there's something. It's very. It's a double-edged sword to having different opinions and having an open forum in a party as opposed to having a dictatorship because now you have splits within the party. So you can either have a dictatorship like with the Democratic Party, or you can have a little bit of infighting here and there. And that's what's going on with the Green Party. I do, and I also agree that if the Democratic Party falls, we have to make damn sure if if we have a party that we do not compromise, and we are very specific with our demands. But anyway, ah, yeah, I th- Garden Gnome, you were spot on yesterday with my bad eating habits because I was, my stomach was sick, but I'm getting over this thing, so I'm going to take another day off, and maybe I'll see you tonight. Wiki Bees. Oh, is it 4:20? No. Well, it's 5:20. It's 4:20 somewhere. Um, WikiBees will be having a YouTube event tonight with Susie Dawson. I'm sure she will be talking more about organization and the recent events that are going on in Ecuador with Julian and with Embassy Cat. So please tune in to that if you guys can. I will probably be there moderating, maybe if I'm not in bed. And I will talk to you all of you guys. That's just a bad or a bad image. So you're telling me I'm basically eating the Justice Democrats when I'm eating Taco Bell. That might get me off of Taco Bell actually. Yeah, it's a bad thing. I think I ate some bad salami last night. Oh my god, or 2 nights ago actually. It's like, oh, and now the gang's all here. Hey, Stevie. So, WikiBees tonight at 8 o'clock. And then um, over the weekend, uh, for those of you who can't go to DC, and most of us can't, most of us either can't afford it or it's too far. Um, the Women's March with Cindy Sheehan. I'm sure that we're going to have some clips. I don't know if I'll be able to stream them or put them up, but I will put up everything that I can. Deb Della Piana will be filming some seminars on how to participate in civil disobedience. So take a look at that and just stay vigilant. And I will see you guys later. I really have to go. Although I'm very happy to see all of you. I really am. So, um, Stevie, We'll do a poll on what's worse for your health, Little Caesars or Taco Bell at some other point. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Independent Outsider out.